Hi guys, so today it's another game of Team Yankee. I'm playing Lance at 115 points and we're gonna do TYV2. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so my 115 point list for Soviets. I'm trying something else new today. It's not a very competitive list, but it is something I think we're going to see a lot more of come Team Yankee version 2. And you're going to see a lot more tanks, you're going to see a lot more artillery, and you know, right now the economics of list building is that you're going to have to throw one unit out and keep another unit on table when you're on reserves. In Team Yankee V2, you're looking at mainly reserves coming in at 40% of your force, which works out to be 46 points for Soviets. So for 115 points, sorry, not for Soviets. 115 points, you're looking at 46 points. You can then put bigger platoons in and fewer platoons so that most of your force will hit the table as fast as possible. In my case, I've got I'm playing a T-64 Koi, 1 HQ, 2 core formations of 5 T-64s, 4 Gaskins, 2 BMP-1s as scouts, and then I have a medium-sized BMP-2 Koi with infantry. In support, Carnations are also integrated, 3 of them, and I have 1 Fred. I don't know where I put him, but let me find him. And then last but not least, I also have got my Arkatsias with Krasnopols and 6 Hinds, as I think will be aircrafts are probably going to be very, very important because I can keep them off, I can put them on. In terms of options, it gives me a lot of flexibility. So that's my list for 115 points. Okay guys, this is the British list that Lance is bringing today. So we have got a British formation. He is playing 2 HQs and 2 platoons of 3 chieftains each. He has got 1 full mech Koi, full mech platoon with Milans?
No.
No Milans, okay. And then he's got 4 Scorpions, 2 Scimitars. He is playing a US... 2 Scorpions?
Yeah, Scorpions.
Oh, then these are Scimitars. Oh, they're all Scorpions.
Yeah, all Scorpions.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 platoons of Scorpions, 1 at 4 and 1 at 2. And then he has got 1 mech company, which has got a mech HQ, 2 platoons of mech infantry, 1 is short, and 4 Abrams, or IPM-1, I assume. Okay, and then in support he has the 4 Rapiers. So, looks like a fun list, looks like a lot of tanks. We'll see how it goes. I think that many AT-22 shots will probably kill the T-64s, but we'll see how it is. I assume you're playing defense. We'll roll for mission, and then we'll look at the table, and then we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so we are playing this table today. It was a turnpike, probably in somewhere in Germany. Clearly, we are on the capitalist side already. As you can see, there is a McDonald's. There is also a Join the National Guard kind of posters up. You can't see it from this direction, but I'll show you later. The department store there is Blitz and Pieces. And yeah, so it should be fun. There are 2 cars on the road who did not obey the evacuation order. They will be probably run over by tanks. All right, so let's roll for mission and we'll be back after that, guys. We're back after the deployment. Okay guys, so this is deployment. Funnily enough, we rolled no retreat, which is what Lance wanted. A good thing to note is that because minefields are for every 25 points, at 115, we actually have 5 minefields. And Lance has placed them all over here, blocking the center to... He actually blocks, leaving a little bit of gap here actually makes it better because he's spread out even further. And he gets to slightly across half the table, which has forced me to go down there. I put my infantry over here. So we'll go with his deployment first. Let me just brighten this up a little bit for everybody. Okay, so over here he has got his British Koi. Do note that it is deep reserves, so he only can bring 1 platoon of front armor 4 or more, which means that he has got his 4 Abrams IPM-1s. The 8 chieftains which he has, including his HQ, because remember this is V2, so your HQs are, what we think are V2, we're actually just playing the late war rules with a bit of phone sprinkled in. Your HQs count as their own separate unit. They no longer count, are no longer ignored for the purposes of deep reserves. So that means his HQ also has to be off. Now bear in mind that for reserves for late war, what it states now is that no longer your HQ can join the unit as they come on. They come on as their own successful reserve roll. So that's why he's got 46 points he's got to put off. He has put off the 2 platoons of chieftains and his HQ, bringing him up to 48 points in total. Remember, none of them are still brew. Okay, so anyway, over here he has his infantry koi. He has rapiers behind and the transport platoon behind that. He also has two scorpions over there behind the petrol station. On the other side of the board, he has got 4 scorpions hiding around the back of the department store, bits and pieces, and then he has got 4 more, those are transports, right? The M113 transports. And then his HQ is standing right in the middle of the parking lot, shouting at the men in McDonald's. I guess that's where you find the American troops. And they're all underneath there. He's got 3 dragons on the roof. And now we go over to the Soviet side. So on the Soviet end, we have got... I have mustered all my tanks on that end, since that's where there are no minefields. I have got... Lance does have 4 IPM-1s in ambush. So do bear that in mind. These over here, I have got 2 platoons of 5 T-64s. They're just lined up there with the HQ behind them. I have my 2 BMP-1 scouts with the spotter right over there. And then I have got 6 Akatsias behind them. I have got my 4 Gaskins over here, which are going to be quite useless because he doesn't have any air, but I guess they can keep me on the table. I have my Carnations, infantry, and the BMP-2s. So with that, we now go to turn 1 attacker. We'll be back after that, guys. Alright guys, so throughout the game, what we're going to do is every time we come past a new rule, which is different from the current Team Yankee rules, we'll go through it very quickly. So this one over here is minefields. In the new version of minefields, in Team Yankee currently, I'll go through the current rules first, you have to spend a turn moving in. You got to pass a courage test and then you can move in, and the moment you're hit, you're pinned and your whole unit has to stop moving. In the new rules, you can just move in without a courage test. You take a skill test to see if you get hit or not, and once the whole unit is moved, if they've been hit, then they're pinned down. So it does make it a little bit easier to move through, but it's still tough. And then of course the remove the order mine is still the same. If there's an infantry within 2 inches and you're not pinned, that means you do have to rally, but if you are within that 2 inches of the minefield, you can just remove them. So that's good to know. Alright, so over here, I'm just going to run in. Okay, so then after that, now that we've all moved, everybody who gets in gets a roll test. So we'll do these 3 first here. We'll do 2 AK teams, 2 fails, and then the LMG fails. Over here we have 1 RPG first, fails, 2 AK teams, they both fail. And then we've got a PKM, fails. Wow, okay, all right, well done guys. 2 AK teams, 1 pass and 1 pass, so they're good. I'll roll the RPG over here first, save, he's dead. 2 AK teams, they're good, and the PKM dead. So this RPG and PKM is down. And then over here we have 2 AK teams, 1 dead. Wow, what the fuck, man. PKM, wow, all right. Not yes! A good day. Fucking fire. Okay, so they're all dead over here, but we are pinned down for this turn. Let me get a pin marker. We'll just put a dice next to them first. All right, and with that done, so that is the new minefield rules. We're now going over to the rest of my turn. We'll be back after that. Okay guys, so now we're going to do artillery. That is another change in V2. I'm ranging in from my observer. So the range in spot is still the same. You choose an observer, and then you choose a point. And then once you choose a point, I put mine right in front of the window there for the ExxonMobil, which is right behind the rapier. So now the range in spot is a little bit different. What happens is, once you choose the point, you put the range in template, and if the template touches terrain, your range in, the score you need to range in is increased by 1. Don't ask me why. I do not know. I'm sure Battlefront has a reason. Personally, as a conscript who was trained how to call in artillery, I think it would be easier if there was a landmark to call in on. But hey, that's just me. So, you only have 3 attempts, and you have 3 attempts per spotter. Now, there has been some speculation as to what is an observer and what is not. My understanding is that I don't think Battlefront will want to change the special rules on cards. So I'm thinking the baseline is still going to be that all unit leaders, all formation commanders, all those firing the battery can spot, but observers will still reduce it by 1. So that's what I'm going on, just because I don't think they want to change the special rules. So over there, I have to roll a 5+. Now remember, I have 3 range-in attempts from an observer. So first one on a 5. Nope. Second attempt. Nope. And the third attempt. Oh, fuck. Third attempt.
Yes.
Okay, no. So it is not. I missed everything. They do not range in.
I survived.
And then I will do the second one now. Now, had I passed on the second one, I could use the third attempt from a spotter to fire, let's say, the carnations.
So it's second attempt? Second attempt, right? If
No, no.
you range in, it's considered second attempt.
No, it's considered third attempt because I have 3 dice. If I range in on the second for them, then I have 1 dice left. That's my third attempt. Yeah. So that means let's say I range in on the second attempt, it will be second attempt for the Akatsias, and then I have still a carnation. I can still use the reduced score to hit from the spotter with his third attempt. So you have 3 attempts. So previously you'd have 1 spotting team, he's got 3 attempts per spot and he can do it once. Now you have got all your spotters can do 3 shots. So if you do the first one on something and you pass, you can do the other 2 on something else. In this case I can't, so I'll just have to range in by themselves. The carnations are going to range in, I'm going to range in over here in the open. So I'm going to move it forward to over here.
Like touching terrain?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to move it back
Then it's
to
5+,
here. Yeah. So it's still 5+. Going to range in on the first attempt. Oh, yes, we got it. All right, well done. Well, that makes up for the fucking screw up before this. So now another thing to realize is that there is no +1 modifiers to gun to ground or any of those kind of thing. It is a pure base to hit. So in this case, he's a 4+ to hit, as all NATO are. So I just roll a 4+. If you have more than 4 guns firing, you re-roll failed. If you have less than 3 guns, you re-roll successful. Very, very simple, very, very easy. I think it takes away basically a lot of things that are on this, the old chart. 5 guys, but I gotta roll, there's 1 mortar, is it? That's a mortar? Okay, so mortar on a 4+ is missed. Oh, that Gustavs, is it?
Yeah, 1 Gustav.
Okay, 1 Gustav is hit, and then 3 infantry stands as they lie. Hit.
Okay, so 2 infantry stands.
Okay, as they lie.
Okay. Pass.
Both pass, okay.
Mortar you miss, right?
Mortar miss. Gustav is the last one.
Gustav miss pass.
Yes, okay, so he passes everything, but he is pinned. And we'll go to the rest of my shooting, and then we'll be back after that. Alright guys, so you guys saw most of my turn was the artillery's hit over there, and the Akatsias. Take away the ranger marker, the ranger marker is gone, because I failed.
No, this one you failed.
Yeah, this one's gone. So, okay, anyway, I moved all my BMPs up over here to back up the infantry, should they open fire. And then all my infantry ran into the minefields, you saw that already. Over here, the tanks moved up, all of them, all 11 tanks. We fired shots into the McDonald's. We hit only 2 shots. He passed 1 save, failed 1 save. They are brutal guns. He failed 1 save. I failed firepower. I know. And then over here, BMPs did not fire. And then Akatsias missed the range in on 3 attempts with the spotter. But the carnation hit there. We hit 3 guys, didn't kill anybody. So with that, we are now going to Defender turn 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright guys, we're done with Defender turn 1. He popped his ambush and he got 1 platoon of chieftains in. So over here what he did with his ambush, we'll just zoom in there a little bit. Okay, so he basically opened everything up at the infantry over there. He failed to rally the British infantry Koi, but they fired everything they could. The Gustavs killed 1 BMP. The popped out Abrams killed 4 BMP-2s. The FV-432s ran around the hedge, fired some shots. I think they killed another 1. The infantry opened up with 8 shots, killing 2. And I think that was it for them. Over at the back end of his line, he is dashing all his M113s round the flank to try and help and assist that side over there. The chieftains, he got in on reserve, so he brought those on. He fired 3 shots downrange, concealed by the hedge over here, hitting 1 of my T-64s, and he bailed him. And that is it. The infantry over here didn't do anything, so yeah. Okay, so another thing that changes is that you now get to roll your remount before you roll your platoon morale. In this case, it doesn't really matter, so it's a 3+. I pass. But as in Team Yankee right now, you cannot get a better remount because you are within 6 inches of a commander. But in TYV2 or in late war, your commander can give them a reroll. And it doesn't matter if he's bailed out or not. If he's bailed out himself, he can reroll his own, which is pretty sick. So basically, he's out of the tank shouting at everybody. All right, so I have to rally the infantry platoon. Fairly big roll. If this one screws up, it does mean, okay, so I rallied, so I can remove all those minefields. That's nice. And now we go to attacker turn 2. Back after that, guys. Fairly deadly round. I don't think the infantry really have it in them to continue the fight. At least not on a full unit of British infantry. But we'll see. Alright guys, so we're now at attacker turn 2 shooting. I'm just going to go through very quickly how artillery repeat bombardments work. So I'll just place the same thing again. You have to have a spotter which aims, which spot ranges in for them. Bear in mind now that you don't actually need line of sight to a ranged in spot. You could use another spotter or a gun itself, but there'll be a +1 to hit for all the infantry. At least that's what late war has. I don't know if that'll be in TY. But anyway, I'll re-roll the hit. So I will do the Gustav first, which is on a 4+. It's still on the base. Whether they fired or not makes no difference. That's a hit. And then I have got 3 rifle stands, 1 hit at the back, and then a light mortar misses. So just 1 Gustav and 1 rifle at the back. That's a fail. So you realize that Lance is rolling 2 dice, and that's because in late war, rifle, right? GPMG, right? So in the artillery rules, if you repeat bombardment, infantry and guns have to re-roll their saves. So it's a 3+ to kill. Yes, he's dead. Gustav is down. So that is repeat bombardments of artillery in TYV2. At least that's what we think. Alright guys, we're now done with attacker turn 2. I'll go through what happened over here. So first things first is my BMPs. I repeated bombardment over here. You guys saw that. I only killed 1 Gustav. My Krasnopols fired at the Abrams, hitting 1. He passed his saves. Over here, the BMPs, I fired 6 shots at them, bailing 2. And the other 2 shots I fired downrange at the chieftain. I'm on tall, so I ignore shot. I hit him on 4+. I hit 1. And he couldn't jump it to the bailed guy, so he took a shot. Over here, the infantry removed the minefields. They rallied, they removed the minefields, and they're staying still. Over here, the Carnations fired. The Krasnopols fired already. Over here, the T-64s. 2 of them moved here with the HQ, and they fired downrange at the infantry. He passed his saves. These 4 T-64s fired at the chieftains, only able to hit the front one. We bailed him. And then the other T-64s moved off the hill forward, killing the other 2. Killed 1, and then 1 died to the BMP. So he will now roll his remounts as well as rallies, and then we'll go on to defender turn 2. Alright guys, we're done with Defender turn 2. So Lance got one reserve in. He brought in 3 chieftains. They moved on and they fired from the same spot. Behind the dead guys. And they fired in at the T-64s, killing one, bailing another. Over here, the dragons all remain silent. They just kept their ground. They're gone to ground status, so they can't be hit so easily. Over there, the Abrams opened fire with 6 shots into the Carnations and 2 at the BMPs, killing 2 Carnations, bailing 1. And then over here, the infantry opened up with 2 Gustavs, killing the 1 BMP, and all the infantry opening up on the infantry. And they decimated basically all the AK stands that were left over there. I'll just go over here because there is something I need to show you guys. Sure. No. All right. Over here, I only have 2 BMPs left. So if we were playing normal TY rules, I would have to roll a morale test at the end of the shooting step. But in V2, there's only one time you check for platoon morale. That's in the starting step. And it is a step after, a step you do only after remount. So I remount him first on the 3+. I do remount. Now, had I failed, I would have to roll platoon morale because I have less than 2 tanks. But because I passed, I don't have to do that. So this is a great benefit to NATO tanks because, especially because they normally come in smaller platoons, and if there were only 3 of them and you bailed 2 without killing them, they roll their morale first, and normally their morale is 4, they would run, maybe even 5 if you're French. So there is that. All right, I'm going to remount the T-64 over there. Nope. I'm going to rally the infantry. Nope. And the Carnations, okay, Carnations, same thing. The Carnations are only 1 left and he's bailed, so I'll have to roll the remount first. He doesn't remount. Does he stay? He runs. So that is from Carnation gone. So this guy, boom. All right, so now we go to attacker turn 3. We're back after that. All right, guys, so we're still trying out the new rules. I did forget, I rolled my remount for the T-64s, but I failed, I forgot that I can re-roll with the HQ there. So I re-rolled, he did get back in. Over here, we fired 2 shots at the Scorpions, didn't do anything. We did Krasnopols over here, killing the light mortar. Infantry here dug in, they're going to ground. The T-64s moved out, shot out the chieftains, killing 2, bailing 1. Do you want to roll your rally? Your remount?
Remount for this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. And then morale, 4+. Pass. You got to roll morale for the other chieftain, the 1 guy. So now it is every turn if you're in bad spirits, reroll. You roll morale.
Wow.
So every turn there's a chance of you running away. He goes. He leaves the battlefield. Okay, and he's only got 1 platoon left, so there's no point for him to roll reserves. He just gets both of them back on. So he gets 2 chieftains on. All right, guys, Defender turn 3, he brought his final platoon on, his 2 chieftain HQs. He did a stabilizer move from the back of the board onto the hill, got side shots on the T-64s, but he failed to shoot. With the stabilizer was a 4+. Over here now, what we're doing is, on this end, he moved his Abrams up, pretty good move. He moved all the way up and then fired downrange and hit my sides, killing my HQ and 1 more tank. I failed the warrior save, so I can't, the warrior jump, the HQ jump, so that operates the same way. Just as a matter of point, over here in late war, how it works is, in the new version, if it follows it, will be that when you target a HQ, the shooter decides a platoon to join, and it's optional. It is optional if they want them to join a platoon or they want all the shots to go into the HQ. After which, the defending player can still mistaken to any team of the same type within 6 inches. So it's a little bit interesting. You can make it an all or nothing roll, or you can use it to attach and then hit other tanks as well. It is up to you. All right, and then over here, he moved all his M113s forward, firing at the infantry, doing 3 hits here, 1 hit here. He failed, and the 50 cals killed him. He passed. And then over here, Scorpions finished off the last 2 BMP2s. Scorpions over there fired, killed the BMP2s. Other than that, I think that is it for that turn. We're now going to attack at turn 3. Yeah. I'll have to remount the tanks over there. The dragons did fire into the side from the McDonald's into them, which didn't really do very much. And now we'll roll remount for that guy. With the HQ dead, nope, they do not remount, so he stays in. All right, I'm now going to attack at turn 3, attack at turn 4. Back after that, guys. Okay, so we're done with attack at turn 3. It was a very short turn. I moved my T-64s around the department store and fired at his HQ, killing one, bailing the other. They still are heroic in the new rules, but they they are in bad spirits, but they don't ever have to roll morale. Over here, my other T-64s moved up, fired at the HQ as well, didn't do anything. Over down on this end, the infantry with the Abrams rumbling by decided to stay very, very still and very, very quiet. I tried to range in over here on 3 attempts. On 5+, I failed all 3 attempts, rolling a 1, a 2, and then a 3. Very, very good. Other than that, I think we are done. We're now going to attack a defender turn 4. Yeah. Right, we're back after that. Okay, so we're down now with defender turn 4. He remounted his HQ. He fired 2 shots downrange, didn't kill. Over here, he moved his FE432s. Abrams moved forward, fired over here. Hitting twice, I failed 2 saves, but he failed 1 firepower, passed 1 firepower, so 1 bail, 1 kill. Over there, they fired everything they had at the infantry, didn't kill them. So over here, same thing. This is the new version, or what we think it's going to be. So we're going to roll a remount over here first, before we roll our morale. Yes, I remount, and therefore I do not need to roll my morale. So far, I think that works out pretty nicely. It does mostly benefit NATO, but it does help with the Soviets as well. I think that's it for my remounts. I'm now going into my movement turn. I'll go to attacker turn 5, and then we're back after that, guys. Alright guys, we're now done with attacker turn 5. I have moved my T-64s around. I shot at his chieftain HQ, killing 1. The other fired at the rapier, missing. That was this guy over here. He didn't have a shot, so he fired downrange over there. Over on this end, the 2 T-64s left moved back, fired at the FE432, killing 1. I finally ranged in after many, many attempts, and we have ranged in over there. I'll just move the... So we ranged in over here. With 6 guns, this is nothing we haven't done yet. 6 guns do not give you a +2 to hit. Instead, they just you get a reroll successful. Now, with my previous statement that I don't think they'll change special rules, I think it will mean auto-loaders will get to reroll the hits if you have 6 guns, as well as reduce the score to hit by 1. So that should be pretty good. We killed 1, bailed 1, killed 1 FE432, and killed 1 rapier. So now we are going to defender turn 5. Back after that.
Turn 6 again. Or turn 5.
Turn 5. Your turn 5. Alright guys, we're now done with defender, or we're in the middle of defender turn 5. Over here, the Abrams moved over. They fired downrange at the T-64s, killing a single 1. The dragons fired, hit twice, but it was a 1+, 2+, it's a 1+ save. And then over here, he moved all his guys down, all the M113s around. He fired in. He fired smoke with the Scorpions to cover up the infantry in front, but leaving 1 guy out so that he could hit him on 5s. And now he's doing an assault. So I'll just set up the assault cam over here. I don't think it'll be a very long assault cam. I think it'll be quite fast. Go ahead, move your guys in, and then I'll do my... You move in first, then I do the F.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 4 inches, yep. And then everyone else will get kicked out on that 1 guy. Go ahead, yep. Okay, I'll do them separately because there is a smoke in front. So these 3 will be at concealed, and then the last guy will not be. So I'll just roll them at 5s first.
6+. Yeah, so
1 hit, and then the other guy on 5s because he's not in the smoke. Nope, so 1 hit.
1 hit, 1 saves.
5s, okay, and I rolled a kill.
2 and 3+.
Yep. Okay, very good, you kill 1 guy, and then the other one.
The other auto remove.
Okay, and then I will
Counter.
counter-attack since I'm on bad spirits already. Yeah, why not? And then 2 guys on 6s.
What's my counter? 3 plus enough.
Who, yours? No, yours is 4, I believe. Nope. Counter?
Counter.
If you roll a 3, we'll check it. I don't think it's a 3 though. Okay, check it. No, check it. I don't know. You might be 3.
Oh,
I think you're 4, but...
oh 3 plus. Okay, take 3 plus.
Okay, alright,
Yeah.
so it's 3. Okay.
So, they're good. So 3-3 lah.
Yep. Roll the cure.
Yeah, just need to kill lah. 3 first.
Dead.
Okay.
Next guy.
This guy. 3. Dead.
Okay, very good. Bully the poor Soviet boy
Okay.
from Yakuts.
Consolidate point.
Okay. For it. Alright guys, it's turn 6 now, attacker. I moved my T-64s back. I fired at the rapiers, I missed. I finally ranged in on the first attempt over there with our Katsias. We managed to bail 1 rapier and we hit the scorpion, but he didn't. He passed his save, he's fine. I fired 2 shots downrange at the FV432 and it's now over onto this side. I brought my hinds on. We're gonna be trying to fire, so I fired everything I can. Lance, conduct AA. Go ahead.
3 plus.
6 shots. Were you rolling?
Ooh.
4 hits. Okay, 1 each. Oh no, sorry, there's 6 of them. Okay, so let me roll my saves.
Fail.
No.
All fail.
Okay. All right, come on, guys. 4 saves on 4 plus. 2. All right,
Yeah,
that's
not that
average here. Yeah.
Okay.
2 plus. 3 plus. 3 plus to kill. 1 dead.
Oh, that's not that bad.
That is pretty damn. That's actually pretty bad. I think 3 plus. You should have gone both lah. Okay.
That's not that bad for Hein.
Oh, okay. Yes, then yes, you are correct. Yes, that is not so bad for the hind. Okay, you have fired, so I am going to try.
6s to hit, right?
No, 5s. Yeah, 4s, and then concealed. That's it. Because you moved last round.
I blitz me.
No, you moved.
I moved lah.
Yeah, moved straight on. Moved.
So am I, so can I fire my MG? AMG? No, it's alright.
Can you? I don't know.
Check. I remember they got some stupid AMG.
Okay, he's trying to find every rule now. It's down to this. You can conduct AA, yeah. So everybody can fire. Huh? Don't have, right? So,
5 shots. Let's go.
okay, wait. Calm down. I'm going to have to dedicate 2 shots. Should I don't know if I should kill the rapiers, guys. I'm really tempted to try and end the game right now. But the rapiers are there. They're low. I'm like, they're so juicy right now. I can almost taste it. I think I'm going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory over here by doing this. But I'm going to fire 2 shots at the FV432. I'm going to fire 3 shots at the scorpions. Okay, so
everyone is
yeah. So 2 shots at the FV432. That is 4 plus to hit. Nope. And then 3 shots in the scorpion. That's 1 hit.
Jump to build one.
Jump to the built one. Yes, go ahead. Reroll that.
Yep.
And I roll to kill.
Yeah, double build.
Double bill. Roll a double bill. 4 plus. Fail.
Hopla.
Fucking hell.
You achieve nothing, dude.
The game goes on for another round.
Okay.
All right. We now go to defender turn 6. Yes. Remount. Yes. Go ahead. All right, guys. We're at defender turn 6. Lance has fired his Abrams over here. He did 7 hits and 8 shots, which is fucking ridiculous. But anyway, I failed my fucking save like one dog. So I rolled 2 1s and 2 2s for this guy. He double bailed him, killed him. It is turn 6. At the end of his turn, I'm out of 8. Good game.
Oh, good game already.
Once you kill me, you win.
Oh, is it?
Once I'm out of 8 of the objective, no live teams, at the end of your turn, you win. Don't sound so surprised. Act like you knew it. Come on, act like you knew it.
Yeah.
All according to plan, right? Yes. Okay, so in case you guys were wondering why I dedicated the shots over at the FV432, and I don't know if you knew what I was trying to do, but the FV432 counts as a separate platoon. So even had I killed the Scorpions down to 1, I needed to kill 1 FV432, and then the whole plan would have worked. But it didn't. So anyway, I know in hindsight, I probably should have just bombarded here once at maybe turn 3 when I was already at this flank, and then just repeat until all of them are dead. But we agreed to a friendly game. I wanted to try going around and doing fun stuff. I didn't kill a single IPM1 as per normal, but
I managed to kill all chieftains.
I think all the chieftains died a bit too easy, but I think it's because it was non-steel brew. Steel brew would have saved you a lot. Would have saved you a lot.
Yeah, but they will be expensive also, like 8 points more. It's like lesser stuff on table.
8 points is like your Scorpions, maybe?
Yeah, the Scorpions are helpful. I feel they're helpful. They kill a lot of BMP too.
I don't think so, you know.
And the smoke.
The smoke didn't help lah, honestly.
It will help if you have bigger platoon.
Yeah, which, if there was a bigger platoon, you wouldn't have assaulted. So, it's... I don't think you would have assaulted into a bigger platoon lah. It's a bit suicide lah, you know.
Maybe 7 stands I was thinking.
Maybe. Anyway, good game. I'm sure that was Lance acting humble. I think he knew that if he pushed me off 8 inches, he would have won. So, yeah, but the Hinds didn't do the job. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is TYV2, at least what we think it's going to be. The reserves are 40% off. They're no longer half-half. So, yeah, like and subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this, or leave in the comments down below which 2 armies you'd like to see face off. And yeah, we'll get back to you. And so far, we've done quite a few requests. I'm sure we'll do more. Thanks for watching, guys. Hi, guys. If you liked the video you just watched, please do consider liking the video, commenting down below, and even subscribing to the channel to find all the great content we provide. You can also look at all of any of these other videos that we've done already. The next time you're making a purchase, please consider www.blitzminis.com for your next purchase.